Hi, I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, back with you on a sunny Tuesday for tomorrow's news, our daily video series in which we tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's paper. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2014, so I'll be telling you what you can read in the Wednesday, March 19th, 2014 print edition of the Peru Tribune, or online now at perutribune.com. On our lead story, Chad Abshire tells us a little bit about a runway over at Grissom Air Reserve Base. It's going to close for 45 days starting in June. This is going to cause some problems for the business community over there, so in addition to a release from the 434th Air Refueling Wing, we took some time to talk to Jim Tidd from the Miami County Economic Development Authority and some local businesses about how they're going to be impacted by that closure. Interesting stuff, and we'll be tracking it as we get closer to the closure this summer. On our display story, Eric Stoff went out today and talked to some Peru Parks Department employees who are also taking advantage of the warm weather. They went out and started to spruce up the municipal golf course and some other parks. It's really exciting for me to see this place starting to warm up for spring. Them starting to get some stuff cleaned up so that everybody can enjoy those spaces once it gets finally warm enough that people can go out and have some fun. Also on A1, I wrote a story on Monday night's Peru High School 8th grade open house. About 200 students and parents came out there to learn what the class of 2018 can expect from the building this fall. A lot of interesting stuff about the higher technology program, which they're starting up in conjunction with Kokomo Chrysler, and also about class registration and extracurricular activities that the new students can take up. Finally on A1, we'll have a brief from Eric Stoff from tonight's North Miami School Board meeting. He's heading out there this evening to find out if they're going to finally pass their one-to-one initiative and give every student a laptop or tablet. They were set to approve this last week, but unfortunately Superintendent Kathy Egolf wasn't at that meeting and the board members felt they had too many questions, so hopefully we'll get some resolution on that tonight. Eric also wrote our education page story, which is on the Mechanical speech team. They've had some great success on the state level, and we wish them all the best as they continue to compete. They have another competition coming up on April 12th. To wrap up a really successful year. They do something like 30 competitions during the year, which I think is really, really incredible for something that takes that amount of concentration. Finally, on the sports page, we had two stories from Nick Roby. First is a preview of Wednesday night's Mechanical School Board meeting, where they'll be discussing whether the school will move to the Three Rivers Conference. If they approve that move, Peru, which has already approved a similar move, will join them in the Three Rivers through a joint invitation. Doug Arnold, the superintendent over there, said today he hopes the board has all the information they need to make a good decision. We couldn't reach many of the board members, but Steve Lynn from over in North Miami said he would wait to see what happened before he commented. Southwood's athletic director said there would have to be some changes in the Three Rivers if those two schools joined, but he thought it might be a good change. Finally, Nick had a story for us on KJ Walton. The Mechanical senior, who we've been talking about a lot for basketball recently, is going to play in a football all-star game over the summer as punter. It's really exciting to see him join Mr. Johnson from over at Oak Hill, who's going to be in that game as their kicker. As always, you can find all those stories in tomorrow's print edition of the Peru Tribune. You can find them online now at perutribune.com, and you can find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. Finally, you can find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Wednesday.